Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we are back with Shogun with the finale, episode 10. Very excited and partly sad coming into this episode today. The ending of the last one was pretty crazy. Sorry, I'm losing a bit of natural lighting, that's why it's a bit off. Yeah, last episode was great. Such a big response around the episode as well. Loads of people devastated, but also in awe of the episode. I'm very excited to get into this one today. I don't know anything about this one so far, despite being on Twitter. That's it. Last episode of the entire show. No season 2. Don't know what else to say. I think we should just get right back into, for the last time, with Shogun, episode 10. Let's go.
Look at it. Looks sharp.
John Blackthorne flashback.
Mother's gonna be angry if she knows. Why is it chipped?
That's not. Is that John? That's John. Hey, John. Yeah, man, I mean, you... Betrayal, but I feel like you're gonna definitely regret this after seeing this. It's been a little bit, it's been about an hour or so since we've last seen you. I have a feeling... I feel like this might be a quiet conclusion. I feel like the explosions and fighting has potentially already happened. Maybe it's, now it's just going to be a, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's going to be battles. I'm not getting that feeling right now.
大阪か戦のバカ虎長がどこで降伏するかそれだけじゃ不実で悪知恵の働く虎長しかおらぬ
その前にまずマリコ殿のキリシタンとしての葬儀を執り行わねばなりませぬ
マリコ殿は弔っていただかねば。
Yeah.
それはその後戦といたしましょうぞ世まいことを申されるな百姓でもあるまいし我らは日の本の庇護者ぞ
I don't know where this is going to go. I have no idea where this is going. I have not had the book spoiled.
藪重殿のご尽力は後世に語り継がれるであろう大公殿がナマズを咎められたダメじゃと藪重殿
He's kind of losing it right now.
その池にナマズはおらんぞおらん存しておりません
お前を空に戻してやろう
Was it really given to you by a savage?
I really like that shot. That's really cool.
木山様の手の者たちが港まで護衛いたしまする。
You have been permitted to return to Toranaga-sama's galley.
I have come to bring you to him. All families have now been released from Osaka. The Lady Ochigo has pledged her son's support.
Yoshi Toranaga.
Maybe he doesn't go to battle, but maybe he somehow comes to an agreement, and maybe it's involved with... I've forgotten her name. I do know her name, but she's she was best friends with Mariko-sama when they were children. Anyway, she's got something against Toranaga. But I feel like, I don't know.
I spoke before. God, not your God. Oh my God. Just God.
Rest assured she was already sanctified. I think it would have pleased her to see us being civil.
That day will never come. Shall I finally meet my end?
You were meant to die in these woods.
Hmm.
You will leave Osaka alive. It was Lady Maria. She asked the church to spare your life before she died. I have kept my word to her. Goodbye.
Oh man. This is sad, man. Ah. Oh, John.
私の友人が読んだホックにございまする。されば我らで脇句をつけてやりませぬと。
She gonna include the flowers fall?
風なお吹きて。
Yeah.
花は花なれ。
But thankfully the wind. Take it away. They fall to the ground, but sometimes the wind will take it away with everything else.
England.
I think he's scared. I think he's very scared that they might find out. That's not his ship, is it? His ship was bigger than that. Maybe? I don't even know. They know.
Christians did this. Mariko-sama.
Oh.
賊を屋敷に招き入れる措置の姿が見られておったこともな。マリコ殿が死んだ折。
John now knows.
介護の念に駆られ許しを請うておられたとか。
措置は襲撃を手引きしたのか。
いたしました。
John.
どのみち殺すのであれば良き筋をお与えくださる。どうか。
明日の日没までに腹を召されよ。
Damn.
安心なのが。
なら
殿にお願いでき
Yeah,
ます。
yeah. I knew he was gonna say that.
承知した。
そなたすっかり息災。Tsujiいない。
I love the music that's playing right now. Oh, I really liked that moment. That was such a very short, simple moment. That was so good. I saw that tiny little grin. Was I maybe right about her?
花乱れ。ことのはちりて。
Ah.
殿がお読みになられたとは思いませぬ。
マリコ殿の歌じゃ。
Yeah.
居残るは。
Oh. Fantastic dialogue.
お大事に葬らねばならぬのですが、私はおいとまをいただきます。虎長様から尼になるお許しが出ましたので。
Okay.
Yes, 尼。
Yes.
私そなたいてほしい。私命じる。
Toranaga has a bit more authority than you.
様にお仕えするお役目は。
Yeah,
いい。尼。
I really enjoy her character as well. She's really sweet. She's a really nice addition to this as well. This story. In such a, tough world. She's just a nice shining light.
私明日殿に会いたい。
He's not gonna... He's gonna leave. I imagine he's gonna leave, but maybe he stays for another few years and then goes back to England and has children and because he's been wanting to leave the whole time, but it would be quite the surprise if he actually stayed for a little while longer. I mean, he's been here for what, a year, maybe?
刀と鉄砲を渡せ。虎長様の御前に参るぞ。
We are near the end of the episode, which tells me, hey, no battles. That's not the last time they've seen each other, right?
殿はこの通じ役ただの漁師だ Forgive me for the deception, Anjin殿 I am a samurai. So I took the name Muraji and moved here. And also, I am Tonomoto Akino. Finds those who help destroy your ship.
会ってくれたこと形けのござりまする
Or is the word you are looking for faith?
This point I want 望みなくした人いる
Do not wish to fight your enemies.
My enemies didn't burn my ship. It was Mariko-sama. She hated my war against the Catholics. 処刑正しくない。これ以上 I don't need it anymore.
Such a good actor. Such a good actor.
こやつの頼みは危険。
I was the disloyal one. 私死ぬ。村人死なない。
何
I came here to use you. To use you! I fed you shit. I fed you. Take it!
Sorry, I ain't speaking much right now, but this is really good. This is really, really good.
おいおい
船を立て直し、わしのために水軍を作るがよい。
You got a little bit more purpose now. Here we go. Time to say goodbye to him.
わしは息子に恵まれなんだが
Come on.
飢えたる犬の腹を満たせよ。
Oh.
多くのことを教わりました。
わしの遺書じゃ。ああ、できれば拙者も生き延びて見とうございましたぞ。このようなものであれ。
There is no plan.
壊さねばならなかったのじゃ。マリコ殿が教会に話をつけ、わしは同意した。
殿が船を燃やしたのでございます。
やむを得ずの小細工よ。安心を試すため。あやつは一生日の本から出。
Well, he does.
わしは風を操ったりはせぬ。読むだけじゃ。そなただけは目の前でなされている策に気づくと思う。大坂に軍を送るなどもってのほか。それはすなわち死を意味する。そこでわしは軍勢にもできぬことをさせたのじゃ。
Yeah, man. That's what I meant by no plan. I mean, no actual war plan. There was never gonna be a war. Okay, wait, what?
じゃが、マリコ殿の行いのおかげで、その名役に嫌気がさし、秘密裏にわしに文を。
Okay, so I was right. There will be no battle. That was the Crimson Sky was putting things in place to just stop a battle altogether. And I was also right about her being the one to bring peace.
がおらずとも、わしの軍は生き延びておった。あやつは。
But because he makes me laugh.
あやつが何と申したか覚えておるか。
己が勝てば望みはある。
Unless I win.
胸の奥に秘めたお心は、殿も他の者とさほど変わりませんな。
They say men have three hearts. One in his head. Was it one of his chest for his family, and one of his head. Oh, I don't know if I forgot the thing, but he's got three hearts. Man, what a scene. What a scene. And we are probably about 5 minutes away from this show being finished.
ずっと一緒 We're pressing in the way. Okay.
Ah, the chills. This is a damn good finale. Ooh. And there it is. There is Shogun. Man, what a finale. What a finale. Yeah. Yeah, what a great, yeah, man. Yeah, that was really good. For me, honestly, I thought that was one of the best episodes of the season. I'd honestly put it above the previous episode. As great as previous episode was. That was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. That was good. That was good. Alright, now I've got to talk about the season. Okay. Oh man, where do we start? I mean, a lot to unpack. I mean, it is this very political show. A lot of things I would have missed. A lot of things I'm probably not even going to talk about. We'll get on the positives and then we'll move over to some of the negatives. But firstly, I mean, on a production technical aspect, I've said this every episode. Top notch. Almost perfect. I mean, it's so good. Production design, music, 99% of the cinematography. Just everything, sound, just everything that brought this world and this era together and alive. Some of the best you'll see on TV. Fantastic storytelling. Performances were outstanding. There's a lot of good limited series that have come out over the past 5 months or whatever. So there will be some competition at the Emmys, but I do think Shogun's probably going to take most of it, especially technical elements. But yeah, performances, I don't really know who they're even going to nominate because the entire cast is so good. But, whatever. But yeah, no, just really good. Just an outstanding show with just something incredibly satisfying about the show ending. Just quiet and peaceful, and we just sit and admire this man who is just so intelligent that we were kind of kept in the dark, and we expected him to do certain things, and it's not like a left field twist for him to have planned this the entire time, for it not to be some kind of war, when in fact he just laid out the groundwork. And now we look at Mariko-sama's death and go, wow, even better than the previous episode. She will mean more to that country than people, in 100 years will ever know. Man, just brilliant characters, brilliant characters, fleshed out characters. I suppose moving on to some of the criticism I have. I mean, there's a lot of the criticism that I've said in previous episodes that I've probably forgotten by now. Some of them being, there's a lot of time jumps, and the dynamics between characters before and after the time jumps don't seem to be any different. So if you told me the time jump between this episode and this episode, it was only a few days, when actually it was a few months, I would have gone, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because the dynamics just didn't really change as much. I I think the Portuguese, while important to the time and to the politics, just so uninteresting. I think maybe that's on a writing standpoint where I kind of felt a bit dissatisfied by their scenes. Sometimes you probably noticed I didn't really include much of the Portuguese in my reactions because a lot of the time I just kind of went, I'm just gonna, have I missed any notifications here on my iPad? Oh, that's a nice tweet. You know, and I was still listening, but I just didn't really care. They just weren't very engaging, and I would have liked if when characters are speaking Portuguese, it was in Portuguese. But I know they've done it in English, so it's a bit more. This show would not be as popular if it didn't have English, you know, speaking roles and moments. I think that's why this show has been universal. It's opened up, you know, subtitle TV to people who would never watch subtitles, but because it's got so much English, it's probably about 25% English, people will watch it. But I would have liked it to be in Portuguese, because sometimes I look at John and I go, sometimes in his moments, I really don't think he is speaking Portuguese, but actually English, and it's kind of confusing to kind of go, hold on, has John spoke English at all during this? He must have. Some moments where he might have been shocked, he might have gone, oh, bloody hell, in actual English. But I would have liked there to be, you know, an actual Portuguese language into the show. Because then I feel like there could be some really nice moments where John is actually interacting with, like, Mariko-sama and maybe teaching her a few English phrases, you know, just kind of that dynamic that they had, where a lot of the time we missed scenes where she was trying to teach him some Japanese words, and I feel like I would have liked that a little bit more. A few more character moments between those two. Doesn't have to be romantic, but I would have liked a little bit more from them. Cinematography, it might have been episode 3, but in the first half of the season, I thought the cinematography was really inconsistent. There was some cinematography that was absolutely terrible, particularly when they're on the boat and he's teaching Toranaga to dive. I thought that was absolutely terrible, and unfortunately ruined a really good moment for me. And then there's some few things here and there throughout the entire show that just look a bit off and a bit ugly and grey. That I think could have been a little bad, but as for the consistency of the show, I think it looks really damn good. Some incredible cinematography in the season. Yeah, just a fantastic show. I'm gonna wrap up here. A lot to take in. I'm deeply satisfied with this finale. I thought it was fantastic. Interested to see how other people respond to it. But, good. Yeah. What a show. What a show. Sad it's ended. Let me know comments below what you thought of this season of Shogun. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, like, share, and comment. All that good stuff. My Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd down below if I drop follow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.